Well, we're going to talk tonight about New Year's resolutions. One of the things that people want to know is, what can you do with this Nano Voice program? You're offering it for free, but what can you do with it? Well, we ask people about their New Year's resolutions so that we could have some information about why most New Year's resolutions fail. Did you make a New Year's resolution?
I did, and I haven't started it.
Well, we're going to talk about
we're
going to talk about your New Year's resolution. Do you know what the number one New Year's resolution is?
To lose weight.
To change your body.
That's one of mine.
Well, some people want to gain weight. Some people just want to buff up. But that is the number one, that people want to change their body. Why do you think that is?
Because I want to be able to beat up my fiance.
Buff out. What? Why would you want to beat him up?
Because that way I can keep him in line. And men don't tend to listen. They only understand physical contact. So if I have a little more muscle, I can say whatever I want.
There's some other kind of physical contact that you could keep him in line with, Beth. Did you think of that?
Yeah, I use that too.
So what you're really saying is, if you think if you can beat him up, you can be the boss.
Yeah. I am the boss already. I'm just re-exerting my authority by buffing up.
With all of the eons of consciousness going on, why don't you think that humans have learned differently than whoever can beat you up gets to be boss? I mean, that's really an animal kind of thought pattern there.
I know.
Here are some of the people's New Year's resolutions. Spend more time with family and friends. You think that's because of our busy society?
I don't think so.
I would like mine to be spend less time with other people.
Quality alone time.
Yes, I would love that. We have been so busy here with all of the projects that we were doing, and we do it because we think it's important that people realize that the information, the frequencies from your voice really tell a lot about you. I was talking to a doctor this morning, and he said, what you have done is opened a new doorway, a doorway to a new kind of medicine. And I believe that, because all we did with these macular degeneration people that you're writing this article about is we gave them frequencies, and we made the muscles in their eye work again where it couldn't before. Your body is really just a bunch of frequencies, a bunch of math. And that's what we talked about with the aspartame, about the body looking for a frequency. And we're able to reverse diseases, MS and depression. We had a couple of people this week that had depression. And you'd think that's emotional, and it wouldn't have anything to do with math. But back to New Year's resolutions. I get so excited talking about the new stuff. Oh, I gotta say one more thing about the new stuff. There is a system called methylation. Like when you eat something, your body has to change it into a form that you can use. Like if you eat a raisin, it has a lot of iron in it. That's raisin iron. It's not human iron. So we need to change the raisin iron into human iron so we can use it. That's called methylation. And I read an article about a doctor that said that's the number one health problem. That's a health problem if you have a degenerated disc. That's the health problem if you have cataracts or depression, that you can't use what's coming in. So we are starting a big project on that. We have a lot of it done and already cataloged in one of our programs that we use for testing kids for pre-vaccination risks, called PreVac. But I just think that's an incredible thing to do. We were talking about serious things. And my resolution about spending less time with people is I want to go to the lab and spend time with the numbers, because I think this is a really important thing that we need to do for the human race. Think about this. You go to your computer every day, just like we're asking people to call in to us, and that's 740-698-0670. We're asking them to call in. We'll take their vocal print, we'll put it up on the screen, we'll evaluate it. You know, one guy told me he wasn't calling in because he was afraid of what I was going to say. If you tell me beforehand not to say anything personal, I will. Or give us a fake name. Nobody's going to know.
That's right.
But I want to teach people how to look at these numbers with this free program. We are holding a free class all 11,000 of you out there who downloaded this program, we are going to hold a free class. It's just class at vocalprofiling.com. And we will schedule you for a class. We're going to do the first couple live, and we're going to record them as we're doing them, and then have them available for you guys to do anytime you want, to just go in and watch it whenever you want. But back to resolutions. I'm getting pulled off of my focus here. Quit smoking. Why would that be a New Year's resolution? It's something people should do right now.
But it's enjoyable for some people. That's why they don't quit. It relieves stress, but it also hurts your sinuses, not to mention just your breathing and your lungs. But it takes, I think, 6 months to a year for your sinuses to completely clear of all the ich in it, if that's a word. It's very German.
I was with a friend, and I didn't want to smell this smoke, and I said, no, you need to just quit this. And they said, you ever smoke? And I said, no. They said, then don't knock it till you tried it. So, well, how do you do this? And so she gave me this lit up cigarette, and I took a big suck. Oh, I could feel it burning everywhere as it moved through my body. It was horrible. It was like I'd lots rather breathe clean air than that. When we asked people here to tell us about their New Year's resolution, one of them was quit smoking, and she said she knows she needs to, but she didn't want to because she wouldn't ever get a break. She wouldn't quit to go to the bathroom or take a drink or just take a 15-minute break. Unless she was smoking a cigarette, she wouldn't feel like she could have a break. Ugh. Enjoy life more. That was number 5. There was one, keep fit, but also tame the bulge. You think there's a difference in that? Keep fit, keep buff, but tame the bulge is get rid of your fat.
Yeah, because you can get rid of the fat and still be out of shape.
That's true. You know, we had somebody call in.
I think that would be the difference.
We had somebody call in and call me a fat, starts with a B.
We won't say on the
a fat witch. You know, I have lost so much weight in the last year. They ought to appreciate that a little more. If you guys could have seen me a year ago, we have pictures in our hallway. I have a sister-in-law who was so good at gymnastics that she ended up in the Olympic trials. And we were watching TV one day, and she walked in, and these kids were on the TV doing gymnastics. And she just tore them to pieces. And it was the Special Olympics for the mentally challenged and physically challenged kids.
Oh, okay.
So out there, unless you know what you're talking about, quit lying. And I want to talk about another lie that's going on. This Nano Voice download, in the beginning, there was a problem with it. It said that there was a virus on it. And we called the company that said there was a virus, and we got it cleared. So the people out there that are telling you that there's a virus on this Nano Voice are big fat fibbers. So that's one of the things
You're so mean.
Well, that's one of the things.
Fibbers.